The link between identity shifting and neuroscience. When people talk about identity transformation, some imagine it as a purely philosophical or spiritual concept. But in reality, identity shifting also rests on solid scientific foundations, especially in neuroscience. Understanding how the brain functions, reprograms, and adapts gives legitimacy and depth to this process. In this chapter, we'll explore the brain mechanism that supports identity change, neuroplasticity, the roles of beliefs, mirror neurons, and the influence of emotion. We'll also look at practical strategies to hack the brain and make the shift easier. Neuroplasticity, the brain that transforms. For a long time, scientists thought the adult brain was fixed. Connections formed in childhood were believed to remain unchanged for life. But research in neuroscience has proven otherwise. The brain is plastic. It can create, strengthen it, and eliminate neural connection throughout life. Examples. A violinist develops more connection in brain areas controlling the fingers. Someone who meditates regularly reshapes the structure of the prefrontal cortex, linked to attention and emotion regulation. Application to identity shifting. Every new habit, repeated thought, and regularly experienced emotion strengthens certain connections. When you repeat actions aligned with your new identity, you are literally building new neural circuits. The role of beliefs, mental programming. Beliefs are not just abstract ideas, they are encoded in the brain as unconscious programs. They shape what we notice, ignore, and how we respond. Examples. If you believe, I'm bad at math, your brain filters information to confirm that belief and rejects evidence to the contrary. If you believe, I'm a fast learner, your brain actively seeks proof of improvement. Neuroscience insight. Beliefs work like neural patterns. The more they activate, the stronger they become. To change them, you must build new, competing patterns and repeat them until they dominate. Mirror neurons, identity through imitation. Discovered in the 90s, mirror neurons activate not only when we perform an action, but also when we see someone else perform it. Examples. Seeing someone smile activates your own mirror's neuron for smiling, prompting you to smile. Watching an athlete succeed at a movement trains your brain to replicate it. Application to identity shifting. Your surroundings shapes our identity through this mechanism. Being around confident, disciplined, or ambitious people activate the same secrets in your brain, make it easier to adapt those traits. The role of emotions in reprogramming. Emotions aren't just feelings, they are learning amplifiers. Neuroscience shows we retain emotionally charged experiences far better than neutral ones. Examples. A trauma can mark the brain for life. A powerful win creates a lasting positive imprint. Application to identity shifting. Linking your new identity to strong emotions, pride, joy, gratitude accelerates integration. For example, celebrate small wins with enthusiasm. Intensely feels the emotion of your future self during visualizations. The brain and identity consistency. The brain constantly seeks consistency between what you believe you are and what you do. That's why cognitive dissonance feels so uncomfortable. It signals an internal conflict. Examples. If you see yourself as lazy but go for a run, your brain experiences a contradiction. If you keep running consistently, your brain updates your identity. Actually, I'm an active person. The key point, repeated actions force the brain to update your identity. Neuroscientific strategies to accelerate identity shifting. Spaced repetitions. The more you repeat an action, the stronger the neural pathways. But consistency beats intensity. 10 minutes daily is more effective than 2 hours once a week. Mental imagery. Visualizations activates the same brain areas as real action. Regularly imagining your new identity prepares your brain to accept it. Emotional anchoring associates new actions with positive emotions. For instance, listen to inspiring music while practicing your identity ritual. Language reframing. Words activate specific neural networks. Shifting from I must to I choose alters both perception and emotion. Sleep and recovery. The brain consolidates new neural pathways during sleep. Rest is essential for identity integration. Practical example: the beginner athlete. Old identity: I'm not sporty. New habit: 5 minutes of exercise each morning. Repetition: daily practice strengthens circuits of discipline and physical activity. Visualization: each evening, they imagine themselves as a confident athlete. Emotion: they celebrate each session with pride. Result: after weeks, their brain integrates the new identity. They're no longer trying to be sporty, they are sporty. In conclusion, neuroscience proves identity shifting isn't an illusion, but a natural process. Your brains evolve through neuroplasticity. Beliefs create neural patterns that can be replaced. Mirror neurons, emotion, and consistency accelerate change. By understanding and using these levers, you're no longer fighting against your brain, you're working with it. Identity change then becomes not only possible, but inevitable.